Dubois, you in Quebec? My man, where in Quebec are you? Cornwall? Or you in Longueuil? Longueuil? No, what Marieville? Do you know Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens? The wrestlers, yeah, my man, dude. For sure. Of course, bro. Of course. My man. Volkswagen Beetle. You're the man, Dubois. Fuck, I haven't talked to you in a while, man. You remember me from F1 2015? Yeah, bro, we raced together back in the day. F1 2015, 2016. You remember? No, it's definitely Dubois. It's the same Dubois, man. Amazing, dude. You could play the game before you watch, you know? You could crawl before you could run. Hell yeah, dude. We still, okay. Are you really Dubois? How old is he? How old are you, that dude? Is this the one who's like 14? Is that the one who's 14, Craig? Matisse? Probably a minor. It's probably a minor. No, it's not. Listen here, bro. It's not my fault I have more wisdom than you, dude. Maybe you should grow up, bro. Fucking born after 2000, young ass motherfucker. Maybe you should do some growing up. Listen, dog, I got more sauce than you. I got more drip than you. I got more clout than you. I fucking, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Yeah, you like the electricity you're enjoying right now? You're welcome. Oh, fuck, dude. What do you mean? Dog, I look super young, man, for my age, bro. I look super young. Come on, bro. I could play a high schooler on TV, dude. I was almost cast for Stranger Things. Maybe, yeah, as a demo, Corey. Okay, I gotta post this on my Instagram live. Hold on. Maestro? How do I post this to my Instagram live? How do you post like a link to your live story? Because this is what happens with these motherfuckers, bro. So what happens with these motherfuckers, bro. Fuck, bro. It doesn't work. This. How do you, Maestro? How do you post this to a? How do you post like a link to your Instagram story? Fuck. Come on, dude. Does anyone know how to post a link to their Instagram story? Maestro, bro, you can't help me, eh? Fuck. I just want to post a story with like the link in it that's clickable. Because I get a lot of traction on the Seymour Putts page. I have a 3 million view video. That's crazy shit. The one of me driving over the golf green. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're the man, Maestro. This guy fucking got it, man. What a fucking legend, dude. Dude, you're the man. You actually fucking figured it out. That is awesome, bro. That is fucking awesome. Because, you think every motherfucker who signs up and is not sure they're going to race is just going to stay up and wait? They don't just sit there and wait, bro. Hey, but some of these guys thinking they might not race, they don't just stay up hoping. Who's missing? Okay, well, they're both coming, so we're good. We are live. I'm just going to send it out now. We're live on the Seymour Putts Instagram page. It's the first. Mango. Dude, that guy doesn't race anymore, dude. I think his fucking house got taken out by a mudslide or some shit, dude. He's done. The mudslide got him. By who? Greg, can you post a stream somewhere so I can post it in like announcements or some shit? I don't know. Or if you want, whatever. If you wanted to represent your league, I will be cussing and saying a lot of very questionable things. So, good shit. We're going to start up soon, folks. It's a pre show. You probably can't hear the drivers because they're in Discord. I am the Emmy Award winning T Bone, and we are here for the Real Ones Only Race League, Round 7. Real Ones Invitational, joined by many of our friends, our fast friends. Jordan Two Wavy, the little Uzi Vert of these leagues, for sure. Fucking Greg Jennings here, the Joel Ortiz of our leagues. I know you love that one, bro, because he spits fire, bro. Who are we waiting for? Illyrian? He called me today, fucking begging me to do commentary too. He better show up. Greg, just a quick. Oh yeah, can't even hear you now. Okay, folks, we're gonna fire this up in a minute. The Greg Jennings League. Waiting on one more. You can't hear these drivers because they're in a private driver chat. All right, you guys have a good rate. Are we reading up soon? I'll go to my own box here. Why is Mike Cox logging in here, dude? This guy got his dude. He got his driver's license out of a box of cereal. I don't know. That's a good one. You know me, bro. By the way, if you guys do well tonight, you got to fulfill your media obligations, bro. You got to do the interviews. sign some titties, whatever it is, you know. All right, we're going to the good luck, everybody. We're going to the private chat here where we'll break it down for our audience. Why isn't BXT here? They don't allow homosexuals in Japan. Okay, one second. All right, folks, we're going to go to the commentary booth here. Right into the commentary booth. And we are firing it off. ROI, Greg Jennings League, basically the weekday Lightning Cup, if you will. Some of the quickest, fastest drivers we have seen. Give me 30 seconds. We're going to start this thing off properly as we wait for these drivers to ready up. I'll be back in a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the real ones only invitational, the Greg Jennings League, the Spite League. We are here. I am T-Bone, your Emmy award winning color commentary specialist, whatever we're going to call it here. And we have the cream of the crop right here. We got the best Tier 1 league known to man, let alone best weekday league running Thursdays at 8 p.m. This is our premier Tier 1 league. As we said, the best of the best. We are here in Japan. And my God, we're in for some surprises. Who knows more about surprises than Japan, folks? Oh my God, they say, why didn't you tell me Mac T was racing? I say, why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? I am T-Bone, folks, a star-studded grid. And man, heading into round 7, we got Chenzo with 92 points leading the way, 7 rounds out of 12. 12 points behind him, though, none other than B-Tom, the ghost of Christmas past. Mr. Cancel Christmas on your ass. Mr. Bad News is going to beat you home if you think you moving faster than B-Tom. We are here in Suzuka, Japan. He's 12 points down from Chenzo. Started about 40, and he has made nothing but strides. He's got that chip on his shoulder, the monkey on his back. I used to have a monkey on my back, a chip on my shoulder, but Kev Wood's mama ate it. Nevertheless, although B-Tom's the only driver on track, we will bring up some telemetry here, brought to you by T-Mobile and, of course, AT&T Wireless. Add me in your Fab 5, and you never know what can happen. B-Tom, though, as we said, 12 points down from championship leader Chenzo. I would be remiss if I did not mention the man from Sin City, Mac T, winner of Season 1 in this league, so give him credit here. This time appearing as a reserve, Sawa on track, teammates with Chenzo, our championship leader, and they have been dominating. Sawa, one of the consistent drivers we will see. He's in P4 in the Drivers' Championship, 57 points next to his name. But I got to say, he's still in the pits. But Greg Jennings, his league, 73 points. He's 19 points down from Chenzo, but P3 in that Drivers' Championship, 6 rounds remaining, including this rendezvous around Japan. Here's our championship leader, the man, the myth, the legend, Chenzo. The Mexican phenom here. Is Chenzo winning the championship? We say Feliz Navidad, motherfuckers. But first off on their hot lap is P2 in the Drivers' Championship, number 1 in our hearts. His name is in the rafters. His name is in the Hall of Fame. And in the history books, he is in that museum. One day, his Fanatec will be in the Smithsonian Museum right next to Hitler's mustache and Michael Jordan's Hanes, or the other way around. I shouldn't say that. That was horrible. Let's try not to get banned. Once again, I am your host, the Highway Warrior. Here's B-Tom. Oh, my goodness. Curb of death. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. In your life, B-Tom eliminated from contention, hooking onto that curb right there. That car is all pink, but I didn't know it would go directly and turn into a wall. P2 in our Drivers' Championship, 12 down from Chenzo, and on a track like this, on a circuit like this, in a circus like this, you see the Ferris wheel, he's going to have to come from behind, and not the way he did last Friday, but B-Tom is starting from the back, a rare wreck for B-Tom, self-imposed. Oh, we are in shock, and surely that'll bring a smile from ear to ear to the face of Chenzo. Holy shit, holy crap. Let's try not to swear. Here's Froggy Boggy in P12, the youngest driver to ever win a Mushroom Cup race. Good for him here, heading through the treacherous Sector 1. I'm going to get B-Tom in here for an interview as he has just wrecked his car. Championship leader Chenzo, though, on his hot lap, 12 points ahead of B-Tom. 92 to 80, and of course Greg Jennings with 73 points, Sawa with 57. Huge turn of events, a rare unforced error there from B-Tom. That's the only way I can describe that one, folks. We're going to get him in here. He's just getting checked out by the medical team. The medical team is a little busy right now tending to Tiger Woods. So B-Tom will make his way in here. Shout out to Tiger Woods, one of the most diverse, multicultural, multifaceted athletes we've ever seen. Yes, the black man was the one who got arrested, but surely it was the Asian side of him who was driving. And hopefully B-Tom will get in here soon. We're watching championship leader Chenzo on his hot lap. He's got company right behind him here, though, and surely that guy will not be too pleased. Right on the back of Chenzo here, definitely proving to be some sort of liability. And, oh, what is he doing? Who is that Alpine? He's getting super aggressive here on Chenzo. And it was Froggy Boggy on the soft tires. Very, very interesting right there. Chenzo probably will not be pleased. Surely that went over like a fart in church. Folks, we are here round 7. I am T-Bone. We are here in Suzuka, Japan. Shout out to Rich Boy, another one of these heavy hitters in this league. Hugh Janus does a great job with everything in the league. CD3, we got a couple of the Frenchmen. Zacario, the tried and true Mexican hitman. And here's Greg Jennings on his hot lap here, heading through that corner. I fucking forget what it's called, man. Don't hate me. Here he goes, though. It's Greg's league. We have the cream of the crop here. The Titans. Everybody who is anybody is in this league on a Thursday night. And we're laying the smackdown. Greg Jennings with a P5 right there. All these guys showing intermediate tires. Very interesting. Ezzo, of course, former Mushroom Cup champion in the mix. Jordan 2 Wavy, one of the most consistent drivers you will ever see. Mushroom Cup commissioner, does a great job there. And Illyrian, of course, former champion. Kaname making his return to league racing. And boom, boom, boom. Zacario hitting that wall. It's like a magnet was in his bumper. And good God almighty, Zacario will be eliminated from contention there. We got Pat Blaze, Mac T, champion of this league. And here's a driver who I am very fond of, actually. None other than William Houlet, one of my favorite French drivers. Super aggressive, super quick. What the fuck happened to Rasta Cheat? She's not here? God damn it. Ooh. Ugh. Well, here's William Houlet, tougher than a $3 steak, and walking in here, or sorry, not walking in, limping in. Paramedics carrying him in actually, and he's getting quite jacked. It took about four guys just to carry him in here. B Tom, look, man. First off, is all your stuff like? Are you sharing your voice? Before we get to that, it's been a while, man.
Yeah,
First off,
it's been
bro,
yeah.
yeah, just coming into this race, 12 points down, 6 rounds remaining. A rare unforced error there by you. Car seemed to just grip that the curb and take you for a ride. You want to expand upon what we just saw right there? Rare mistake from you.
Yeah, just turned in slightly too late, and once I got on the curb, I was stuck. So like I knew immediately like I wasn't going to make the corner, but I wasn't expecting to have no ability to slow down and go straight into the wall. So a bit of a surprise there, but um, I think the race pace should be pretty good. So we'll
Are you
see.
concerned, though, down 12 points to Chenzo, who might be starting pretty good this race? Getting through on a circuit like this, let's be real, bro. I watched a F1 race here a couple of weeks ago. There's not too many places to overtake, and everyone's going to be saving that battery for when you're going to have it. What are your strategies for making your way through the field today?
There's a couple options you can do with the strategy. And one is quite a bit harder to pull off than the other, but overall is a bit quicker. So I'll probably go for that. But again, safety cars will probably play into it. As you've seen, it's very easy to, go off and DNF. So we'll see what happens. It's a pretty strong grid tonight, but I was feeling pretty good
Well, yeah,
for
folks, you're hearing the
qualification
voice of B Tom,
race pace.
obviously. He's a rare DNF for him in qualifying. B Tom, in terms of when it's going to be possible to make these moves, obviously in this league, I believe hard tires are banned, correct?
Yep.
So uh, picking that strategy is going to be very integral tonight. And are you saying basically that's going to be more important than making the moves on circuit here? And how calculated are you going to have to be heading into this one? 12 points down from Chenzo.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a skill gap between some of the guys I'll start around and the guys that should normally be racing. So like your Kanames, your Chenzos, Ezo, Fernando, etc., etc. Rich Boy as well. So I have to get by them pretty quickly. But if I get onto the back of the train of the quick guys, I can work from there. I can work with that if I can get there pretty early.
Fair enough. And just a quick word on, again, the competition in this race. Obviously, you're 12 down from Chenzo, but you're only 7 ahead of Greg. Sawa
Yep.
creeping. We have last year's champion Mac T in the mix as well, man. So with a track like this, as good as you are, everyone's going to be saving battery for the same time, bro. And
Yeah, for sure.
talk about those other drivers. Also, Kaname Racing as well, man. A rival of yours.
Yeah, I mean, I won't truly know what the picture for the race will look like until quality's over. So I'm not really stressed about where I'm starting. It's just, one of those things. It's already happened. Can't undo anything now. So,
And
um, but yeah, I'm waiting to see what the quality times look like to get an idea of how quick people might be in the race.
And last question. I know you've been spending a little more time away from the game lately. You fell behind quite significantly early, but you've been making a run to get within 12 of Chenzo. You want to talk about perhaps last season was the first championship you've participated in that you haven't won in
Yeah,
years to MACT,
yeah,
and you seem to be a
yeah,
little more motivated now trying to come for Chenzo. You want to talk about that and if a sense of pride comes in, or are you at the point now where you feel you don't really have much to prove?
yeah, for sure. I mean, I still want to try and win. Um, at the start of the season, I didn't really put in any effort, and it reflected in the results. Whereas now, like I'm coming in a bit more prepared, making sure the setup is in a decent place, and I have some idea of what the strategy looks like. But yeah, last season it was a combination of me missing a few rounds and then having a bit of bad luck with the lobby disconnects and poor safety car timing. But This season, I'd say from round four onwards, it's been pretty good. I think I've taken what,
Well, I've known you probably longer
two
than
poles?
anyone, and I
Was
could
it round
tell
three?
also maybe the motivation factor dropped off a little bit too.
Yeah, yeah,
So
for sure.
perhaps the situation you're in now is what you need in terms to be just engaged again in the game. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think I took pole in the last three rounds. The
that's a
fastest
moral
lap in the
victory.
last
We call
four,
those
and then
mango
first,
victories.
second, first. Yeah, yeah. But
Um,
you know, the pace has been there, and so far, uh, at least the last few weeks, I've been executing quite well. So
as we
based
talked
on
to,
the lap times I'm seeing right now, I'm pretty sure if I didn't crash on my lap, always it's shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I think my banker lap would have been good enough for a provisional pole right now. So
absolutely, and a rare instance there where you're just in a single car accident. As we watch Sawa, who's in P4 in the standings, fantastic driver, just finishing his hall lap. You're hearing from B Tom, obviously the Tim Duncan of our league system right here. A rare DNF in qualifying, starting from the back of this race here, trailing Chenzo 12 points. I am T-Bone. Sawa crossing the line here. B Tom, if you want to hang with us till the end of it.
yeah, yeah.
Sawa with a
So right now, like,
P2. We got Ezo though on the pole here in the moose piss kick Sauber. It looks like a pile of Canadian moose piss right there. Ezo, another driver who can swoop in, take victories, compete with the likes of B Tom, Greg, Chenzo, and all the others. So great to see that. Pat Blaze, a driver I'm not familiar with, but I see him in P3, and Fernando, who is 14 years young, folks, the youngest driver I believe to participate in this league. Um, Greg Jennings is trying to strike a chord that is probably A minor. Um, no, I'm kidding. Speaking of which, Froggy Boggy here, I believe he's 16 years old. Most of these guys can't even drive a car in real life, yet here they are competing at the highest level of esports here at Suzuka, Japan, the Real Ones League. CD3, let's give him some love. Not sure who he is. And Kaname, obviously another guy put up there with B Tom amidst connection issues and obviously the frustrations of to having the pressures of being a guy who can compete with B Tom. I think is a thing too. Everyone wants to knock this guy off. Shout out to Mac T for doing it last season. Um, and Hule here, who's actually been quite the driver from Quebec, man. For sure. These Quebecers, these Frenchmen, man, they all embody the same characteristics super aggressive, super quick, but they are willing to risk it for the biscuit. You could say that, man. Savvy once told me every inch of the racetrack is meant to be used, and sometimes that doesn't work out for him, but
yeah,
Rich Boy,
sometimes you use a bit of the track in the curb and end up in the wall. So
exactly, man. But you know what? I appreciate that. I respect I respect the guys who are willing to take that kind of risk. But it's as B Tom will probably attest. Sometimes you need that consistency to win titles, man. It might not be the most popular decision. The only guy on a hot lap, actually, never mind. SRT Rich Boy though, super talented driver in his own right. Has been adverse to joining leagues for a while. I've known him for a couple of years. He's always kind of brushed me off. And recently he's accepted the invitation. And B Tom, he's a guy, I think he's got skill and with experience could be quite good. What do you think of Rich Boy?
yeah, I mean he's pretty quick, especially in the F2 cars. He's been always up there competing at the front. So
Right on.
didn't see much of his first lap, but man, he's not gonna
Now everyone's
get
in
a
the
lap on
pit
the board
series
because he
heading
just
in.
invalidated. So he'll be starting P15. He won't have time to go out again. But
Dang,
watching the last runs will be pretty interesting because
absolutely.
I mean it's pretty close from like P3 to P11. So a lot can be
Mm,
changed in that area, and then of course Ezo and Sawa separated by pretty much nothing. So
I'm going to be very interested in watching your race, B Tom, and how you negotiate getting through this traffic, especially through
yeah,
the likes of Sector 1. Also, quick note congrats to B Tom for winning the F2 League. I believe there's one race left still, but you clinched it. So,
yeah,
it's
had to
another.
celebrate by doing the last to first challenge.
You did? Oh, man.
No, no, no. I'm saying tonight.
I think it's a cool kind of notch to put on your belt, because let's be
Yeah,
real, in the F1 cars you have nothing to prove, but to hop in an F2 league with some really good drivers, full almost every week. I think it's just another way to kind of show and maybe stimulate yourself. So I'm
Yeah,
not
for
sure if
sure.
you're in Mushroom Cup next season where we go back to F1. I didn't see if you signed up, but the only reason I asked you for F2 is because I knew it might be something different for you, you know? And
Yeah, I mean it's a different format and the cars are different, so it's been pretty good fun.
exactly.
Uh, Obviously a very different driving challenge, especially in low speed corners. And setups are fixed, so it levels the playing field in that area.
Quickly, Pat Blaze, the first driver to start his hot lap here, a minute to go. And we're going to have some heavy traffic on the circuit. And shout out to B-Tom, man. He's a fighting champion. He's never turned down any kind of challenge, any kind of cars, any game. He says, "You
Yeah,
think you could beat me? Fucking do it, man." Even the Mick Jammy thing, bro. Like Mick Jammy's arguably the only driver like that I've seen that like really is a threat to B-Tom, and B-Tom is never back down. If anything, he's like invite him, get him in here, you know. So don't
I
matter,
mean, yeah,
man.
so far Pat's on for a pretty good lap. He set the fastest for sector
Let's
one of
go.
F1 so far.
Pat Blaze here. Not sure if he's a Frenchman. Doesn't drive like one for sure, man. Oh, definitely.
Sector three might be a little slow just because he's low on battery already, but
I
yeah,
gotta give a
he's
shout out
lost
here.
time, but
Shout
he's
out to
still up.
Froggy Boggy too. P15, P5. Let's see where Blaze can go here. And now, who's next coming in? Who's that white car?
He'll break into I think it's DRS.
Nothing to see there.
Yeah, so like
Pat
he
Blaze there.
just broke into the 29s. I would say right on board.
Yeah, Maestro. Here's
Ezzo, he's
Maestro.
coming through
Oh, Maestro.
now.
Oh, that wasn't Maestro.
Ezzo and Sauer like right behind each other.
Okay.
So the laps will come in back to
Okay.
back.
There's Ezzo currently
Uh,
P1, followed by Sawa in P2, Pat Blaze, Fernando, Froggy Boggy, and Mac
yeah,
T. There's
right
going to be
now
guys
it's
finishing before them, though. Here's Mac T
it's a
crossing the line. Mac T in P2. Mac T in P2, the most prolific driver we have in our league system. Kaname crossing the line there in P8. Hugh Janus crossing the line in P12. A little further back here, Maha, one of the two Jordanian brothers, him and high RPM in the mix tonight. Maha crossing the line right there in P15. Let's see,
Ezzo's lost time.
where's Chenzo at?
Sal was up.
Here's
Sal
Chenzo
might be.
crossing the line. Chenzo in P5 there, our championship leader. Sawa in P3 coming across the line. Ezzo as well. See what Ezzo's got. He's already got pole. He doesn't improve. Let's see if Sawa can take it. Sawa takes a pole. Sawa takes a pole. Further back, Jordan too wavy now. Coming through. I've got the Sawa. Oh, Jordan too wavy. Aborting that. So we will have Sawa, Ezzo, Mac T, CD3. Who the fuck is that guy? We got Chenzo in P5. We got Ule. Man, my favorite Quebecer at the moment in P6. Pat Blaze in P7. Fernando, 14 years young, probably a minor. Don't tell Drake. In P9, we got Froggy Boggy. And in P10, we got the man behind the league, the Wizard of Oz, Mr. Greg Jennings himself, living in an igloo up in Alberta, Canada. Kaname in P11. Jordan Too Wavy. Hugh Janus in P13. High RPM. We got my boy O'Leary in P15. And notably, B Tom starting at the back of the grid here after wrecking the car in qualifying, 12 points down from Chenzo. B Tom, there's 12 rounds in this league, and this is seven.
I think so.
Yeah, so B Tom 12 down from Chenzo. He's been making a push. Greg Jennings coming in at 73 points, Chenzo 92, B Tom 80, and Sawa 57. But Sawa starting in front of everyone else. Ezzo in P2, and last season's champion, the Sin City Assassin, the box office marquee driver, Mac T. He is the king of the quad overtake as B Tom rolls his eyes at all the glazing I'm doing. And see, B Tom's like, please, T Bone, bro. Please. He's an exciting driver, B Tom. You got to say, you got to give him that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He's an exciting driver, bro. Oh, man. Well, B Tom, I understand if you have to go focus and shit, but you're
Yeah,
welcome
I'll
to
probably
stay.
just switch
You're
over.
welcome to stay and mute me or whatever you want, bro.
Yeah, I'll probably switch over to game chat. I'll stay in the party though.
Yeah, whatever you want, bro. But I appreciate
Same,
you offering some insight here. I'm sure everyone always likes to hear from you. except your girlfriend. But it's all good.
Yeah, trying to manifest the
You,
podium.
bro, you still gotta get that muscle up, dude. I'm surprised you can't do a muscle up.
Yeah, maybe I'll
You definitely could
take
do
a
a muscle
video.
up. You just don't try.
Yeah.
You gotta get the muscle
Well,
up, bro.
there's not many places in my gym where I can do one, just because like
Yeah, oh, you
there's
can
not much
definitely do
clearance.
at least one, bro. If you can do the
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
the pull-ups, weighted pull-ups. Fuck, bro.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna switch over, but
Just remember, dude, I can still take you on the bench press.
yeah.
He's
All
like, yeah.
right.
All right, bro. Hopefully we'll talk to you either way, no matter what happens. Because I want to hear
Yeah,
from
yeah,
you if you win or
100%.
if you wreck. You know that.
Right.
All right. Later,
Bye,
buddy.
man.
Oh man. Folks, that was the one and only B Tom. You know him. You know what he's capable of. The man to beat. Shout out to everyone tuning in. I am T Bone, firing it off here in Japan for the Greg Jennings League. ROI, real ones only, return on investments. It's real ones invitational. No hard tires in this league, folks. And we are in for a doozy. Absolute doozy. Chenzo, 92 points. B-Tom, 80 points. Greg Jennings, 73 points. Sawa, 57 points. Got some heavy hitters in the grid here. We're in Japan. Some sumo wrestlers. Who knows better about surprises than Japan? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Let's fire it off. Sawa, ahead of everyone, starting this race, took the pole. And let's have a look here at what transpires heading through the notorious, the nefarious, the ominous turn one already. We got Pat Blaze. Oh, the DRS Maestro. The DRS Maestro has retired. Oh, big wreck at the back here. Jordan Too Wavy. Oh no, and the DRS, aka the DNF Maestro, plays a tune, a symphony of yellow. No. Oh, good lord, the DNF Maestro living up to his name. Let's see the big winners and losers here at the early going of this race. Froggy Boggy up 4 spots. Greg Jennings up 4. Hugh up 6. Biggest losers, CD3, Fernando, Pat Blaze, Hule, Jordan. Oh my goodness. These guys are not going to be happy. Pat Blaze and CD3 both down huge positions, battling it out here. Further up, though, B-Tom up 8 spots, started at the back, started from the bottom like Drake. And man, oh man, navigating his way through that carnage will be huge when it comes to his result. 12 points down from Chenzo, round 7 of 12. I am Theodore Bone, your Emmy Award winning host, lap 1 of 27, Mount Fuji, Japan, sponsored by Louis Vuitton. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's see, watching on with B-Tom right here. And let's move up a little further, though. What a first lap there. Horrible for 6 guys. We're going to invite the DRS Maestro to get his thoughts here right after he gets airlifted to a local medical center. Here is Mac T and Ezo. Mac T, defending champion of this league, and they find themselves teammates right here, battling through Sector 1, through the cherry blossom trees, and Mac T is in bloom right now, folks. Holy shit. My God. Looking sweeter than the jumper on a gay Ray Allen, folks. Mac T, what a move. Ezo did not want that smoke, did not want to hang with Mac T. Mac T walks around with his balls in a fucking wheelbarrow. This guy is box office. He is marquee. This is Mac T. This ain't Cirque du Soleil. This ain't when you get to Vegas playing a little slot machine in the terminal. This is the king of the triple overtake, the quad overtake. You know the show, the quintuplets? That was about Mac T passing a bunch of jabronis. We're going to get the DRS Maestro in here for a quick word, hopefully. I don't know if they have a phone in his hospital bed. Good Lord. What did he last? This time, it's always a Maestro, too, you know? The DRS Maestro. 3 things are fucking certain in life, folks: death, taxes, and the DRS Maestro retiring before turn 1. Good God. The maestro out before turn one. Well, tell me something I don't know. A bear shits in the forest too. CD3 retiring from the session right there, and that will activate a full yellow at the same time. Illyrian picks up a three like I did at the bar last week, and these guys are pitting. This is a VSC? I don't really know, but we have cars pitting. Of course, the hard tires are banned. We will go back to the tire situation. Sawa leading the race. He started on pole. He's going to stay there for now. Mac T, this guy up in P2, and of course, Ezo, one of the greatest that we have in our whole community. All the heavy hitters are here, folks. We got Chenzo, the winningest driver in Mushroom Cup history now in P4, leading Beatom by 12 points. Beatom started at the back this race after wrecking in qualifying. He elected to make a pit stop, and he's still up 9 positions here, navigating his way, negotiating his way, dive, duck, dodging and dipping through all that carnage at the back. Shout out to B-Tom. I credit years of racing with me and Kev Wood to him being so good at just avoiding all the carnage. Risk aversion is a huge skill in racing, and B-Tom exhibiting that better than anyone we have seen today. Sawa, though, looking quick right now. He is peeled like a banana, folks, heading into 130R, if that's what it's called. I call it turn 17, and he's got Mac T right behind him. Mac T, a little agitated, didn't know if he was going to race today. Got in as a late addition, coach's choice to the All-Star game. Didn't get to practice much. Aggravated, agitated, doesn't matter. He says sayonara to Sawa. See you later, buddy. I know you've never been to Florida or the West Indies or even Australia, but see you later, Crocodile. Sawa. You're not catching Mac T unless you get into one of those red phone booths you got in London right there, and even then, nothing's connecting. Ezo right behind Sawa as well, and how about Chenzo right there? Man, the biggest surprise this whole race is Froggy Boggy, though. This guy disappeared for like 5 months, has not been seen, not been heard from. Even his parents didn't know where he was. He appears in Japan out of nowhere. I don't know what the hell happened. And with the best race I've seen for him ever, the youngest driver to ever win a Mushroom Cup race at 15 years young. I assume he's 16 or 17 by now. Still, though, in P5 right here. Incredible showing from Froggy Boggy. I did not expect this one. I thought we would see the return of Christ before Froggy Boggy P5 in the Greg Jennings League. Speaking of Greg Jennings, the man, the myth, the legend, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, Mr. Jennings here. God admin, God racer, one of the most brilliant race minds we've seen in the 20th century, the 21st century. He is on the Canadian Walk of Fame. He's in the Canadian Motorsport Hall of Fame. You can find him on some saddle ranch up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, or at his fucking rich-ass cottage out in BC, Kelowna. I don't know what the fucking lake's called. All I know is Leonardo DiCaprio's his neighbor. Here he goes. Greg Jennings looking to make that move on Froggy Boggy. If you're feeling froggy, you should leap through the cherry blossom section here in Japan. My God, this circuit, so much history here. Beaton putting in the fastest lap of the race, looking to make that time up on Maha, racing from Jordan, where BXT could not go because they don't allow homosexuals. I'm kidding, BXT. You hear that laughter in my voice. Shout out to Zacario here. This guy, he ages like fine wine some weeks he ages like milk. And right now you're seeing the latter. William Houle with a retirement there into the pits. Au revoir. That's sad to see because he is an electric, one of the most electrifying drivers we've seen. I am a fan of the French Quebecer drivers. They're all super exciting. Can't take that away. No matter what happens, Zabigabi is probably one of my favorite drivers because that guy, one of the most skilled drivers I've ever seen in any racing game is Zabigabi. You know, he knows I think that too. That's why he doesn't even play this shit anymore because he's probably more suited for the likes of iRacing or fucking driving his Miata 100 miles per hour down the side street the wrong way. I don't really know. High RPM Brothers of Destruction. Yeah, that's him and Maha. Hailing from Jordan. Jordan is an African nation, I believe. And yeah. I don't think there's such a fan of Matisse. Anyways, shout out to another one and everyone else. Lap 6 of 27 here. Mac T leading the way right now. The firefighter from Vegas, man. And my God, you could take his whole division, his whole firehouse. They ain't putting out the fire that is Mac T. When Mac T wants to win, Mac T won the inaugural season in this league. Mac T fighting to get into this race. Kind of a last minute addition here. No practice time. Thrown in the shittiest car on the grid. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mac T, a fan favorite. They say I took your dogs has a Mac T poster over his bed next to the bottle of baby oil. Man, I am so impressed with Froggy Boggy. How about Hugh Janus here too? In P5, I believe that's Hugh Janus. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This is ROI, the Real Ones Only Invitational. I am your host, Theodore Bone, the Emmy Award winning Theodore Bone. And if we do not meet your expectations, I kindly suggest you lower them following defending, reigning title leader at the moment, Chenzo, Mushroom Cup royalty, the Mexican driver hailing from Texas right now, moving a little sluggish. He's burning off a couple orders of In-N-Out animal fries and Raising Canes. Nonetheless, B-Tom started at the back. He's already in P8, 12 points down from Chenzo. And guess what? He's ahead of Chenzo right now. Chenzo who started P5, B-Tom started P20. Incredible. Let's look at the U-Haul movers of the race. B-Tom up 14 spots, and he's got a pit stop in his back pocket. Thank you very much. B-Tom says, I wonder what would happen if I don't win this championship. Motherfucker, I guess we'll never know. This guy is highly motivated, highly ready to contest anybody. He's just waiting for someone to get a little cocky and make a comment. He's trying to find motivation when you've beat everyone there is to beat, when you've done everything there is to do, when you've seen every fucking pair of titties there is to see. You got to find motivation somewhere. Maybe losing the title last year was what he needed. And my God, you could cut his feet off and he still wouldn't be defeated. B-Tom and Chenzo are two title leaders right now, round 7 of 12, around the Mount Fuji circuit in Japan for the Greg Jennings League. And I got to say, he's not as cheap as I am, man. Greg Jennings, at his races, he puts out better food. I just put out fucking McDonald's fries, burgers. I get some Wendy's. Greg Jennings had some Kobe beef, some Wagyu, and he puts us at nicer hotels than me, bro. Good Lord. You should see the places I put our Mushroom Cup drivers. I need all that money for the rub and tug when I get here, you know? They say Japan's a nation of honor. The only time I got a bow was when I went to the rub and tug, and I don't even think she was bowing. Here we go, though. Chenzo on the back of B-Tom right here. No homo, though. And let's see what happens. Our two title contestants. Come on down, baby. Look at this. Look at the amount of respect between these two. You could fit a whole Kevwood's mom between them. Speaking of which, Kevwood's mom is making her way through the crowd right now, as you do hear the cat calls. That's a huge bitch. Keep it in the zoo, behemoth. Unbelievable. Guys, show some respect here for Mrs. Wood. Yeah, she is here, though. No, she's not. She's not pregnant again, dude. Chill. Be nice. Anyways. Oh. Look at this battle, though. B-Tom and Chenzo. Further up, though, Mac T and Sawa. Again, a circuit like this, you're only really going to get overtaken on that main straight unless these guys really want to exhibit that will and determination to win around Sector 1. Doesn't really make sense here at this juncture in the race. We're about a third of the way through. I almost said Mushroom Cup, and B, Sawa there, getting a little squiggly wiggly right there. Good Lord, that back wheel got a little loose, looser than Kevwood's mom's coochie. Anyways, how about Froggy Boggy now into P3, up 6 positions right here. Starting on those medium tires, of course, hard tires are banned here in the Greg Jennings League. Yes. Great race so far, man. Great race. Unfortunate. We did lose Hule and CD3. DRS Maestro was out, but that was about as inevitable as the sun coming up. And look at this shit right here. Chenzo got through B-Tom And now B Tom's got Mr. Greg Jennings, a professor, right behind him. Shout out to Greg Jennings, man. Shout out to Greg Jennings. Obviously, me, myself, and Greg Jennings, a crazy history. Crazy history. From best of friends to worst of enemies. I've been through it all with this guy. I've been through a pandemic with this guy. Good Lord. One of the first people I ever met when I bought the first F1 game. I played F1 2019. He was just in the lobby. Me, him, this guy named Crooker Rooker. Greg and Crooker Rooker both lived in igloos. I was just a Toronto guy. He taught me. He taught me many things. Taught me. Taught me how to cook whale blubber, folks. Never mind. Shout out to Greg Jennings, man. Greg Jennings, a true Canadian hero. A true Canadian hero, man. For sure. Absolute fucking legend, dude. We do have a pit stop here. And positions are changing, folks. And this has just been a great race. Froggy Boggy, no! The dream start turns into a nightmare. Out of the race. He was driving the best race I've ever seen from him. The youngest driver to ever win a Mushroom Cup race. And I say that is pertinent. Oh, he's just pulling off to the side. No, Froggy Boggy. Horrible. It is pertinent because Greg Jennings, of course, fingerprints are all over the Mushroom Cup and Kev Wood's mom's buttocks. So I hope Greg's wife doesn't watch this. Trust me, Mrs. Jennings. He didn't mean to put his hands on Kev Wood's mom's butt. There's nowhere else to put your hands. Good Lord, she's so fat she does her dry cleaning in the driveway. She has to iron her clothes in the fucking driveway. Oh, man. Anyways, lap 10 of 27 here. Sawa had the pole, still leading the way, still has to make a pit stop. B-Tom started dead last, putting on a clinic, an absolute surgically precise race tonight here. This race is sponsored by Vodka and Orange Juice. Tomorrow is Good Friday, and I am T-Bone. And Greg Jennings said I'm allowed to drink on the job, motherfucker. So, yeah. And I put it on my channel, too. So if I say anything that's racist or homophobic, don't come at me, man. We love the gays, too. Just not me. Anyways, shout out to everyone watching, man. Shout out to Tiger Woods, of course, man. I know the Asian side of him was driving, but it was definitely the black man who got arrested. Oh my God! Oh no! Oh no! Greg Jennings and B-Tom, contact right before my controversial statement. Holy shit! Greg Jennings there and B-Tom coming together, locking horns, wheel on wheel. What can we say about that? Greg Jennings, though, does hang on there and will keep going. I am, of course, T-Bone, round 7 of 12 in Real Ones Racing. B-Tom trailing Chenzo 12 points. Greg Jennings 7 points behind B-Tom right there. And that was very, very intense right there. Shout out to Greg playing on the PlayStation Move, yet still able to recover that car, making chicken salad out of chicken shit. That one was for you, Chenzo. I know you love that phrase. And Chenzo, though, pulling away from B-Tom. He's got that 3-lap tire advantage. I can't help but think that's not the reason he pulled away, but Greg Jennings pestering B-Tom. Chenzo and Greg, you can say they're friends. They're not teammates anymore, but you can say they're friends at the very least, man, for sure. I'm not saying they're close, but Chenzo probably knows what color Greg's underwear is right now. And let me tell you, with the pressure Greg's under, they're probably brown. Mac T, right? No, I'm kidding, boys. Mac T, though. Mac T, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. Mac T coming through, about to explode like the water fountains at the Mirage. Oh, that sounded all kinds of gay. I didn't mean to say that, man. Jesus Christ. Can we cut that out? Anyways, Mac T making that overtake at about the only place you can overtake here on this circuit through the cherry blossom trees. We are in Japan. Only lap 12 of 27 here in what I believe to be the most intense, prolific, elite weekday league we have in our community. Greg Jennings, the curator, the architect, And look at what we have here. Some of the biggest names we have ever seen, except for Hugh Janus right here. Man, oh man, Hugh Janus in P5, driving like a huge asshole, an impediment to Mac T. But man, this guy's got the skill. We all know what he can do. Also, shout out to Mike Coxlong. That's his name, man. I swear to God. Shout out to Mike if you're watching, man. Great job with the league. And of course, Ross to Cheech, man. But mainly Greg Jennings, Chenzo, I just love that I could just show up, talk my shit. I don't have to worry. I don't have to be like, oh, I got to figure out who's in what seat. I can just show up, plug me in. Greg Jennings pays me well. He's got open bar and a couple other extracurriculars he leaves around for me, of course. And yeah, shout out to the women in Japan as well. Greg, just next time, I ordered one with a shaved bush. This isn't cool, dude. Good God, I feel like I'm swimming in the jungle over here, dude. I feel like Jumanji. I don't know why these Japanese women are beautiful, man. Their nails, everything, but still, I want one with that shit with the shave below. Anyways, I don't mean to fucking nitpick Greg Jennings, but you know what I'm saying, bro. Come on, bro. At least give me a couple toothpicks. Lap 13 to 27. It is Chenzo leading the way. That pit stop was made by the previous leader. Ezzo has passed B-Tom, and man, oh man, B-Tom had to come all the way from P20, and he is starting to struggle right now, folks, but you can never count this guy out. He's not going to quit. He's a survivor. And like that Destiny's Child song, he's going to work harder. But B-Tom is now got Mac T right there. And Mac T and B-Tom, no love lost between these two. That's for damn sure. Two of the most competitive motherfuckers I've ever met in my whole life, and I've never even met them. These guys, both of them, two alpha males in the room right here. Two sharks in the room right now. Two Baron tycoons. Speedy McQueen entering the voice party as I'm doing commentary, bro. I'm at work. Working right now, dude. Speedy. Yeah. Thank you, bro. This guy doesn't know, man. Come on, man. I'm doing this for $8 an hour. Greg Jennings, so in P6. But look at Mac T and P Tom making that pit stop. He is falling off big time right there. Definitely losing time. I don't know if he had damage or if just those 3 lap older tires were really affecting him. Yeah, B Tom, of course. Never mind, he just went in there to take a scoop of creatine, and now he comes right back out. Of course, B Tom, man, this guy is absolutely getting after it in the gym, man. This guy could do 100 pull-ups at once with your girlfriend hanging off of his body, and she's just grabbing onto his cock, probably. Anyways, I'll probably get banned for that. Here we go, though. Greg Jennings, happy Easter, motherfucker. My plan's about to hatch. Greg Jennings in P5, right behind Hugh Janus. Hugh Janus, let's see what he's got right now. Of course, shout out to his friend Haywood Jablomi, Haywood, and of course Mo Lester. Lap 14 to 27, just past the halfway point here. Yet to have a safety car, and I don't think we will, just due to the nature of these drivers' talent levels and this circuit. We don't get too many here. No. We don't get too many here. That's for damn sure. Yeah. So Pat Blaze had a great qualifying session, but man, this race has uh, left a lot to be desired. Here's Rich Boy now up in P10, and B-Tom made his final pit stop. He's in P11. Let's see what he can do. Of course, 12 points down from Chenzo, round 7 of 12. We've had a great time here, ROI. I'm enjoying my time up in the commentary box. Greg Jennings, of course, hooking it up for me right now. Hooking it up for me. Konnichiwa, bitches. We're here in Japan. Good Lord. And will B-Tom play that Godzilla role? Here's Greg Jennings and Hugh. Hugh, you're on the older tires. What's the number one rule of league racing, folks? Never take out the admin. That's the number one rule. You never take out the admin, man. You never know. Troubleshooter joining the party. I don't know who these guys are. Troubleshooter, I'm at work doing commentary, bro. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think there's some people on my friends list. I don't even know who they are, bro. Sometimes we get a little trigger happy adding people and shit. It's like a revolving door. But I swear, you don't want to come in this commentary booth, man. Safer places to go. Ezzo leading the race. Chenzo in P2. Mac T in P3. Greg Jennings, our Lord and Savior right here. Greg Jennings in P4. We got Hugh Janus hanging on. This guy's got a lot of talent up in that anus, let me tell you, man. No wonder it's so fucking big. And he is doing his fucking thing. Damn right, Slim Anus. I don't get fucked in mine like you two little flaming faggots. See, just Marshall Mathers. And there goes Hugh right there. Probably fucking put a 10 on. Sawa, though, qualified in pole up to P5 right now. He's P4 in the Drivers' Championship. We'll call it a cool 37 points behind Chenzo. B-Tom, though, has got to gain on Chenzo in this race. 1 lap old, medium tires in P9. He's got a whole lot of space between him and P7, but now B-Tom, we'll see what can happen there. Keep an eye on that developing situation. We are here in Japan. Who knows more about surprises in Japan? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Here's Jordan, too wavy. Pretty much, he wanted more TV time this race. My God, he's giving me no reason to give it to him. Good Lord almighty, dude. This is what you asked for, so we're going to give you some TV time. Here, I'll play the appropriate song. Do, 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 do. All right, enough of that. Just kidding, more. Do, 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 do. I don't know why you can't race. Here, I'll sing to you. I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. Okay, enough of that. Sorry, Jordan. We love you, man. Here's a guy who's in P14 driving like he doesn't have a driver's license, so it makes sense. Shout out to you, though, bro. You got a ways to go, man. SPR. Good Lord. I'd reevaluate your driver's signing decision. You should go after this guy, Sicario. Froggy Boggy has left the session. Shout out to Sicario, man. One of the elder statesmen of our league. When I told him to act his age, he died. This guy's got a Bible autographed by Jesus. Either way, man, shout out to him right here. Don't know how he's driving. It's like that car's using a fucking walker. Mac T in P2. Let's see if he can make those strides that he needs to make on Ezzo. That Canadian moose piss kicks Sauber. Looking like a blur. Looking like a fucking dildo you found on Uranus or an isotope. Some shit like that. I don't even know. Lap 17 is 27. Happy Easter to everyone celebrating Easter. I don't know when American Easter is, but probably fucking eat a turkey egg. Here we go. Rich Boy up to P4, and Chenzo has made that pit stop on those optimal tires, and B-Tom is going to know. 3 laps, his tires are older. He's got to get by Chenzo as quickly as he can and try to wear down those tires. He's got 12 points to make up in this Drivers' Championship. And lots of these drivers give me grief for not giving them TV time, but we do have to follow the storyline of the race. Greg Jennings, of course. People say I overrate Greg Jennings. I just said he's the best driver ever. Kaname in P9. Hasn't been racing as much, man. He hops in once a week. We do know what he's capable of, but just not maybe the day. And, of course, Illyrian. He's a flashy motherfucker, hailing from the streets of London, England. One of the top dogs there. You can ask HMP Hooligans. And shout out to Illyrian, man. We're going to go further back up, though. B-Tom and Chenzo. This is our title fight. B-Tom's tires ain't as ripe. But Chenzo, I think we can all agree, as good as Chenzo has been, he continues to get better and improve. And that's a scary, scary prospect for his competitors, his contemporaries, and his racing peers. 9 laps remaining here. DRS Maestro had a cup of coffee in this race. Let's see if he's got anything to say, man. What happened? These guys agree to media obligations, and Maestro, Brizzy Boy's mad because he was in the practice session and someone killed him in the race that didn't mean anything because we all quit the lobby. And he said, practice session or not, I'm not here to get taken out. I'm like, bro, you have no idea. Like, I was on the grid. That's what it was for. So we need everyone to manage their expectations and temper their behavior, please. Of course. I am T-Bone here. recipient of the Esports Nobel Peace Prize, 18 years running. I've been playing esports since F1 1996. Gene Alessi was on Ferrari. That was my driver of choice. And I used to be Ralph Schumacher before I found out he was a homo. I was suspected, though. Either way, Ezzo made a pit stop. Ezzo made a pit stop. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Why are you gay? And let's see what happens here. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in, who's going to watch this tomorrow and wonder what the fuck was going on with the commentator last night. So, a loaded question, my friend. How much time you got? Jesus Christ. Why don't you ask therapist number 7 or girlfriend number 4? Here we go, though. Ezzo, right behind Sawa. Or that's Chenzo, actually. Yep, I do recognize the back of that car. That is Chenzo right here. B-Tom, overtaken by Ezzo, and he's going to hope for some fireworks between Ezzo and Chenzo. B-Tom, over the last couple months, has made himself a couple frenemies, if you will. He's had that rivalry with Mac T, but definitely Ezzo and B-Tom, they have... I haven't been around, but I've been getting the messages. I know what's going on. There's been some animosity between those two, Ezzo and B-Tom. Chenzo and B-Tom is still very friendly, that rivalry, just because it's really hard to get Chenzo going. The closest thing Chenzo's had to a rival would be Justin Schrei, for sure. I'll never forget, like, one of Schrei's first races with us, him and Chenzo crashed, and he didn't know Chenzo that well, and he's like, this guy's a fucking retard. And man, oh man, that was a mistake, because I think Chenzo wiped the floor with everyone after those words were spoken. He's one of those guys, like, you just don't want to kick the beast. He's so cool, calm. I promise you, that guy's fucking competitive if you fucking challenge him in any which way. And further ahead, look at that. Watching from B-Tom's car, we got Ezzo and Chenzo. Ezzo makes his way through. And it's interesting, man. Even at 2 laps, that tire advantage is immense. That's why B-Tom was falling off. And it's going to be hard for him now, especially because Chenzo playing the long game, letting Ezzo through. And Ezzo is absolutely moving, folks. And now we have to watch Mac T on those 10-lap-old medium tires. I am going to quickly invite Konami back in here, folks, because that's what a good commentator does. Any good commentator should have these drivers and the ability to invite them back. I'm not calling anyone out. Vacant Haddock doing commentary. No, none of these guys on your friends list. Inviting me before you invite them. You get Konami back in here. At the very least. And man, oh man. Mac T, though, hanging on. This is going to be a very interesting finish. Mac T making that pit stop. Oh, man. So he'll be putting on those soft tires. We're going to have a great finish here. Shout out to Greg Jennings here, curating a great race. This is just some good racing, other than the Maestro. Some good some good racing. Holy shit. Sawa, he had the pole. He is now P1. Those tires 6 laps older than Ezzo's, and we are just going to watch and see if Ezzo can whittle that down. Greg Jennings and Hugh swapping spots right there. Not the race Greg was looking for tonight, per se, but still a lot can happen. Sawa's tires, man, something to watch. Ezzo is definitely chomping at the bit. Chomping at the bit. Rich boy, 3 seconds. That's going to be very detrimental to his finish. That's egregious. Indubitably going to hurt his final result there. And it's crazy to see how much those tires affect the pace, even at 2 or 3 laps older. Not to take anything away from the guys ahead of B-Tom or whatnot. And let's just look at Ezzo now, really taking that time away. Will he get to Sawa before the fat lady sings? Kev Wood's mom still has her harmonica in her purse. So we'll see about that. And yeah, man, these tires discrepancies is really going to dictate how this race finishes 100%, man. Shout out to Zakario. He gets hosed and definitely in a different area code right now. This race is in Japan. I think he's in China. Shout out to everyone participating tonight. Anyone participating in these leagues, man. You are the lifeblood of the community. For show. Kevwood. Kevwood now trying to join to get Kevwood. This is actually amazing right now. Kevwood asking to join. You guys all know the legendary Kevwood. Illyrian eliminated. Illyrian retiring right there. Kevwood making his way to the booth right now. Holy shit. Kevwood, the fucking legend. If you guys don't know Kevwood, go follow his YouTube channel, Corvettes and Travel, where he exhibits what it means to be a big dick baller. Lap 22 of 27. Sawa now 7 seconds ahead of Ezo. Ezo pushing. He's got a midwife in his ear saying, push. Let's go. Chenzo in P3, holding off B-Tom, and this result, or even if they switched, surely would be all right for Chenzo. If Chenzo can gain on B-Tom, that would be immaculate for him. Of course, B-Tom wrecked in quali at the start, dead last. And Mac T, though, on those one lap medium tires, man. We are in for a doozy, folks. Holy shit. We are in for an absolute doozy. I wish Formula Jonah was here. Just got to invite Kevwood quickly. This motherfucker will ask for an invite, not be online. Yeah. So we are just going to keep watching here. Ezo's got it down to 6.3 seconds, looking on with B-Tom right behind Chenzo. No real race to watch right now, so we're going to watch Ezo push, and we're going to focus in on that delta. Can Sawa go wire to wire, snatching the pole and the victory? Of course, we do traditional scoring here. No fucking pity points. No moral victories. Moral victories are for minor league cultures. We don't do that shit around here, man. Sicario, man. This guy's got 2 gears, neutral and reverse. Shout out to him, though, for hanging in there. Kevwood, join the party. Yo, are you online so I can invite you to watch?
Yeah, man.
Okay, 1 second. Bro, is your voice being shared too? Check. I can't find you
Let
online.
me make sure.
Are you appearing online? I think
Yeah,
you're
dude.
appearing. Hold on.
I'm definitely appearing. There's
Let's
no
get
reason why I
Kevwood.
wouldn't be.
Fuck, I can't find you on my friends list, dude. Did you delete me?
Just
Is it because you
tell him.
fucking? Is it because I was banging your side chick?
Stop it.
You found out. Stop it, dude. Kevwood, you're such a homie, bro. I would let you bang
Dude,
my
what,
man. I can't find you. Can you request an
where's it?
invite? Dude, we have a crazy race here. 3 laps remaining. Kevwood in the
To the race.
booth. Kevwood in the booth. Okay, I'm gonna try to invite
Hey,
him one
there's a
more
voice
time.
on the screen or no?
I was trying to
There's
invite
a
you to
voice down
watch
there?
the race, bro. Yeah, I'm sure. If you tell me it is, it is. I can't see you online though. I'm trying to invite you to the.
So I sent a bunch of requests to join game.
Okay, Kevwood. What
Yeah.
if I invite the Bone Zone group? Hold on.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you in there?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta get this finish is gonna be crazy. Did you get an invite, Kevwood?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Sawa now 3.7 seconds. Pat Blaze DNF. Lap 25 of 27 here at the Mount Fuji circuit. I am with none other than Mr. Rochester, 2009, 2011, 2012, 2015, 2016, 2019, all the way to 2024. Mr. Military Time Magazine Person of the Year, Kevwood, just about to hop in here. And my God, Chenzo, Mac T has made his way through B-Tom. Will Mac T get all the way there? He's got to pass Chenzo first through this crazy Japan circuit. Will Ezo get there to Sawa? 3 laps remaining. 3 seconds between the two right here. Sawa trying to open up a retail store between Ezo called The Gap, but no, not happening here right now. 2.8 seconds. Kevwood got eyes on it. Folks, it is an absolute pleasure to be joined by Kevwood at this juncture in the race. You guys have heard the whispers of the legend of this legendary Pokemon, and he's here right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
Thanks for having me today, man.
dude, it's a fucking pleasure, bro. Yo, before, we just look at the tire discrepancy, Kevwood, and that is everything right now, bro. Mac T has made this very interesting.
Okay.
But you know what's interesting, Kev? Even 2 laps, fresher mediums, is everything. It's crazy how much that matters. And this is Greg's league where they ban hards, so it makes the strategy more interesting.
That's kind of cool, though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, dude. So
Sawa going to be ahead of 2 has to go by 2.2 seconds.
Will Ezo get there, though, bro? You know, Sawa's tires, I got to be killing him right now, bro. And look at Mac T thinking about it on Chenzo.
Change.
Change clothes and go. Girl, I promise you, no substitutes. Just me. Look at Ezo. Ezo, man, getting there. Mac T gonna really try to get through Chenzo here as well. Man, we know what Mac T can accomplish here, Kevwood. One of the most electrifying drivers, probably the most exciting driver I've ever seen after Kevwood.
6 laps different. Okay.
Dude, and that's even 2 laps is huge. But look at Mac T on Chenzo. Look at Mac T on Chenzo.
Oh, 1.6.
Mac T, though. Dude, Mac T he's the guy here, bro. He's a Mike Tyson of racing, bro.
I don't know if he's going to get back to the front.
Dude, here he goes. Mac T making the move on Chenzo. Chenzo relents because Chenzo is leading the Drivers' Championship, 12 points over on B-Tom. No need to risk a fight with Mac T there. If Chenzo can finish ahead of B-Tom, he'll take that gladly. Fernando, the 14-year-old phenom, DNFing right there, probably because he's a minor. But anyway, so we'll come back.
And for the lead.
Let's go. Ezo and Sawa, 2 good buddies. Ezo introduced to this community by Sawa.
He will not have the DRS. White flag, 1 lap to go.
White flag, 1 lap to go. This dastardly daddy joins. This is awesome, Kevwood, bro. Doing this with you, bro, again, just like old times, man. We're going to do the post-race show, T-Bone after the race. And let's see if Ezo can make the move. He's going to have the grip.
Dude, he's going to get there. He's definitely going to get there, though.
He's got the grip. Does he have the grit? He's got the sizzle. Does he have the steak?
He's there. He's in his draft. Okay, it's going to be hard. So he's going to get off this spoon corner up here, I think they call it, which is left-hander at the top of this hill. And if he don't get up, but it's not going to matter because he'll have the slipstream, and he's going to blow his doors off on the way to 130R, and he locks up down on the left-hander.
So you like Ezo here, Kevwood?
Yes, although I think they might crash here. But
no,
I think
friends
he's about to blow his doors off here. I don't know about the batteries and all that right now, what they're doing, but...
Here we go, folks. Final sector. Who's going to get this victory? ROI Japan, hosted by the Emmy Award-winning T-Bone and Time Magazine eSportsman of the Year, Kevwood. Here we go, folks. Kevwood, call this one.
This is the corner, as folks. You need to go through 130R wide open on those old tires. They're going to be side by side into the corner. Championships have been won and lost here. So this is what's going to happen with this race. They are side by side. The Sauber, they're going to win ahead. Look at they touch. It's going to be a drag race. Ezo got 12 1,000s.
What a fucking finish. Mac T P3. Chenzo P4. B-Tom started dead last. P5. Our host, our Lord and Savior, Greg Jennings. P6. Hugh. P7. And it looks like Kaname there. P8. What a finish, Kevwood. Whew.
Man.
That was what a great race.
I would tell you what,
I told you, boy, I'm a soldier, boy. Got no choice but to be a rider. Throw some D's on that bitch. Throw some D's on that bitch. Oh, we're going to do the post-race show, SRT, Rich Boy. Rich Boy. That's why you said throw some D's. Bro, every time I see his name, I sing that too. And we got Carnage in the back. Holy shit. Business in the front, party in the back. Holy shit. Maha, the Jordanian Steak and Beans, has joined. This is an amateur hour. Holy shit. Kevwood, man, will you join us for the post race show here?
Yeah, yes, I can.
Unbelievable. Give me a
Yes.
minute to do some inviting here. Everyone cool down. B Tom's in here already.
They raced it clean, man. I'd have hit
Dude,
the
that
guy
was
off the
a
road, but
great finish, man. First of all, shout out to everyone who participated. That was a fantastic race, man. Shout out to everyone in there. Mac T. Uh,
hard tires are banned is an awesome rule, bro.
it's a great rule, and it just makes.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
like I think it just works, bro. We've been doing that
Dude.
too. I think in the Mushroom Cup. Um, it's a great rule, bro.
Dude.
You know, it just makes it more like interesting and shit. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna make one stop the whole. That's bullshit, dude.
no, it's a great rule, bro. It's a great
Yeah.
rule. And it's like annoying to enforce, but everyone likes it. So
But I mean, it's easy though. If someone, it's easy if they're not doing it. It's like, yeah, you're in hard dog.
absolutely. B Tom, are you with us?
Yep.
Can you give me like 1 minute, bro? Just let me cool down
Yeah,
for a
for sure.
second. Fix myself a beverage. We'll do the post race. Great race though, B Tom. Kevwood, do you have anything to say to B Tom while you're here, man? I know longtime rivals. You're one of the guys who taught him how to drive.
I mean,
What
I
for?
attempted to, but he's a good guy. As you know, what happened was
Wait,
he had some issues at the start, and I told him because he trusts these guys too much, and so basically,
Kev.
um, so we got the DTA.
Kev, do you know what
Yes.
I say to B Tom like all the time, bro? I say
What?
you. I say the fact that he raced with me and Kevwood for like so many years has made him so good at avoiding bullshit. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
I'm
like
sure.
he
Yeah,
owes us in a way, bro. Like we made him
I
better, bro.
agree.
And even today's race was an example of that. Like seven
Oh,
guys like crashed and he got through like all
too bad I missed
unscathed.
it. Yeah,
B Tom, you want to talk
that was my
about?
favorite.
Obviously, we talked to you in qualifying. It didn't go the way you wanted it to. DNF had to start from the back. You want to just first, you want to talk about the start of that race and how you navigated through that shit.
Yeah, well, the first couple corners were complete chaos, and no, unfortunately, I didn't manage to get out unscathed because high RPM just suddenly slammed the brakes on the exit of a corner, so I got wing damage lap one. But yeah, from that point onwards, it was always going to be difficult to make much progress because yeah, I mean, there's so many high-speed corners around here. When you have damage, you're going to be super slow. So the second the VSC came out, I pitted, but uh, from that point onwards, I was on a strategy that was far from ideal.
All right. Well, look, I think in terms of how it could have gone, I think you minimized the damages. You were P5, and I believe Chenzo was P4 there. So, I mean, the fact that you minimize that as much as you could. Ultimately, are you happy with that result? In my opinion, you're the driver of the day, moving up 15 spots. But is that what you wanted from this race, given where you were starting?
No, obviously, like given the pace I knew I had coming in the quali, and what I was planning on doing going into the race, I was going to do a one stop like Sawa did, but um, I would say on average a bit better on saving tires, so it would have been easier to pull off at a, you know, it is what it is. I think I could have won from pole if I didn't crash, but shit happens. But
Last
yeah, despite
question.
like the wing damage, I'd say yeah,
So I
pretty
know it's
easy
kind of
race
been
to
the
win.
B Tom show because you're available the whole qualifying too. Um,
Yeah.
but I did notice, man, even at a 2 lap tire advantage, it looked really noticeable and huge between everyone on the grid. You want to talk about like the tire discrepancies and how much that actually played a factor today? Because it looked like even at 2 laps older, you were off pace no matter who you were. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, yeah. So like, I spent the first stint on mediums trying to push to undercut as many cars as I could, and then try and basically defend as long as I could, so I wouldn't have to go as long on my last stint. So in the end, like I think Ezzo and Chenzo put up like 3-4 seconds on me anyways. So I pitted, I think 3 laps before Chenzo. Ezzo pitted like I think another 2, 3 laps after him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and then Mac T pitted the latest of anyone. So yeah, pretty much everyone I was racing at a massive tire disadvantage too. But um, I would say
All
to
right.
still finish within DRS range of Chenzo, despite being pretty much out of sync the entire race, was a decent result.
All right, B Tom. Well, look, man. I think in terms of how it went, you came in down 12 points, starting from the back. I think only finishing 1 point behind or one spot behind Chenzo and around Greg. I think that's like damage control. So I think you take it.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we thank you, man, for your time, man. You're the man. Of course, guys, if
Yeah,
you
for
want
sure.
that purple K creatine, use code BTOM for 30% off. All right. Okay, we're gonna move through here. We got a lot of drivers in here, man. We are gonna go to the face that runs the place, the champ that runs the camp, Greg Jennings. I thought today, first of all, great event. It was a great race. I thought just to watch. So well done to you for actually throwing this event, putting it on. Very enjoyable. I know you probably didn't see the finish, but it was one of the craziest we've had.
Barn burner, baby. That's a
Absolutely.
stock car type of finish, baby.
That's what was it last year, Kev? With
I don't even
oh,
get it,
I
but
can't
it's
remember.
so
Is that a
funny.
Kansas? Is that a Kansas
Kansas,
finish?
yeah.
Yeah.
Four
That's
wide.
amazing, bro. Kev would, of
Stock
course,
car type
joined
of
us,
finish.
bro, having a little reunion. Greg, you came in P3 in the championship, 19 points down from Chenzo. Today, you told me your goal was a top two. I think you were P6, but it was a race where B Tom and Chenzo were both out of the top three. You want to talk about your thoughts heading out of this race and what you take away from it?
Well, as you said, first of all, I'm just really happy to just sit back and see everyone come together. It's been a really, really good time, especially tonight. It looked like a crazy race out front. I was kind of keeping an eye on it on the little map
It's
there, and
fantastic.
yeah, I can't wait to watch it back. So I just wanted to say thank you for covering it, first of all. But I'm very happy with kind of how things come together, and that kind of goes beyond me and my race. Sure, I want to do good, I want to get good results, but what I'm really here for is to try and put this together and give something for the guys to
Preach,
enjoy,
bro.
and I hope they did.
Preach.
So with that aside, I'll say I found it difficult to just get clean moves done tonight. I think I was just choosing the wrong places, inside, outside, whatever. I kept colliding with people. I would say it's probably one of the sloppier races I've had in a while. I don't think anything necessarily penalty worthy, but definitely some racing incidents that could have been avoided. I was trying to keep up with Chenzo, but I felt like he was just a little bit quicker than me today, both quali and the race. So kind of just to stay with him at that point was the goal. And then B Tom got between us on the older tires, and I again, as I said, kind of just ran out of talent a little bit on the inside. Um, I do apologize for whatever difficulties that may have caused him. I think that was on me. Same thing with Hugh as well. But beyond those moments, it was a fun race. A couple more positions were on the cards maybe, but the grid was just insane tonight, and that's really what I want to see. So it wasn't the best one for me, but I'm coming
Good for the
back,
league.
coming away from it happy. Yeah,
Good for the league.
absolutely.
And yeah, Greg, I'd love to obviously talk to you more, but we got a full interview room. Just to
Yeah,
expand
yeah,
on
go
what
ahead.
Greg said, though, like as an admin man, like there's nothing worse than like loving a race to watch and like eight guys message you saying they had a horrible time. So like no matter how you finish, Greg, I think the fact that people had a good time is like that's what we're looking for, man. Always, you know.
Absolutely. Thank you, T-Bone. Thank you, everyone.
Greg,
Of course.
quick,
Yeah, of
Yo, Kev,
quick
what?
question, Greg.
course.
What went into to the decision to ban the hard tires
Uh,
at your races?
It's actually B Tom's idea. He
Okay.
kind of came up with it maybe back on F124.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh
the,
well.
i-
Okay.
the idea really is to try and force more pit stops and more tire offsets,
Hmm.
which obviously, not having
It
the
does.
hards really helps with that. But also, as you saw, it does leave the door open for someone to try something like Sawa did and like B Tom said he would have.
Hmm.
So like, you kind of still have that unsure Like you're not
Mm-hmm.
sure what people are doing. It's not
Yeah.
like everyone's doing a two, right? So it's got like a good mix of managing, tire saving,
It's a stroke
but
of
also
brilliance,
pushing flat
man.
out.
Because
So
no
I
one's had
mean,
to
yeah,
sit
dude.
through
Honestly,
more
that's
boring
really cool.
races than me. And
Like,
like,
that's really cool to be honest. Like,
bro,
that's an
look how
awesome
today's
role.
shaped up, bro. We had like
yeah,
five
Yeah,
guys. Like,
that's on
yeah.
B Tom for sure.
That's
That's
an
his baby.
amazing role. That's so good.
all right, Greg, stick around if you want, man. But I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you having me, and great job with everything.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'll stick around a little bit.
Greg, quick. Do you think you could achieve the same result with if you took the mediums out? So you had hards and softs. Do you think you could
Uh,
achieve the same result?
I think the one stops would come a little easier just because the
Okay.
hards are really, really strong.
Okay.
Um, it'd probably be a race to kind of undercut, and then from there, I'm not sure much would happen, but it's definitely worth
Yeah.
looking into. I have to just kind of put my mind together, and
Yeah.
obviously it would be track dependent as well. So
Yeah. For sure. I mean, I would think. I would think if you don't want anything special, it's got to be the tire wear tracks too to help help the
right,
driver shine.
absolutely, the
Yeah.
Darlingtons, if you will.
All
Let
right,
me tell you.
we
I'll
have
tell
to
you about
move.
it.
Okay, we have to move here. Greg, stick around though if you want. We're going here to
Sure.
P3, Mr. Mac T. Mac T, man, a rare PSN appearance for you, man. Are you with us, my
Yes.
man? First off, is your voice being shared? It should be. It should be. Well, look, Mac T, bro. Obviously, it goes without saying, man. You're one of the boys, part of the community, one of like.
What is going
Oh
on,
fuck! Okay,
boys?
wait. We're just doing the post race, dog. Hold on, bro.
Ostrich,
It's
what?
actually
Is this
it's
fucking me?
opportune. I've been interviewing Mac T. Mac T, man. I gotta ask. Like as I said, you're one of the more popular drivers. As your biggest fan actually walked in. He's got a poster of you above his bed. I promise, next to the baby oil. Um, Mac T, you
Did he
won the
win
ch-
the race?
you won the championship last year, Mac T. You want to talk about what this league means to you and what winning the title last in the inaugural year really means, and if you feel like you got to come in here and kind of defend it and be like the final boss, if you will. Mhm. For sure. And for those who don't know, obviously Mac T very busy with his professional life. It's hard for him to always commit to race, but when he shows up and when he's into it, man, we all know what he's capable of. You were the first driver to knock B Tom off in years in a full championship, and I know, regardless of what you say, I knew you kind of wanted to get him, man, just because I know how competitive you are. And man, no one can fucking throw it down like you on the track when it comes to those overtakes. What's going through your mind, man, when you're in the heat of the moment and you have to decide in that split second, do I send it or do I not? Absolutely, bro. And I credit you, B Tom, Sawa, Greg, Chenzo, Ezzo with like setting that standard, man, of like that professionalism and that race etiquette, man. Because you're definitely a guy. You elevate everyone around you, bro. So we all appreciate you, man. I know Greg appreciates the hell out of you, man. And anytime you're able to race, bro, like you're welcome with open arms in any of our leagues. Greg will attest to that too.
Absolutely.
It's okay, man. You're getting that. You're gonna get that Porsche in a year. Greg already has one, so. Actually, would you get if you don't
Beauty.
mind sharing? Woo! God damn, dude. You hear that, Kevwood? You gotta step it up.
9/11.
By the way, dogs. I took your dogs came in here. Mac T. Obviously, you and dogs have a
I'm
long
glad,
history.
but
I
see,
only know
where
Mac
you're
T.
in
We
it
only
for
know
doing
Mac T
it.
because of dogs. So, dogs. Any words for Mac T, man?
Yeah, keep going and keep showing them exactly how you should do it, bro. Yo, he's so quick, bro. He's so fun to watch, man. He'll get the fucking quad overtake. Never mind the triple. You know that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, obviously. I can imagine. I mean, it's been a minute, but I mean, I'm up late tonight. It's nice to speak to you all anyway. I'll dip
Absolutely.
in.
It's a pleasure to have everyone here, man. All the boys here, man. But anyways, Mac T, thank you, bro. We're gonna go here now to P2 of that race. Wait, who was P2? Was it dude, Sour, man? Look, man, you came out there, you snatched the pole. At the end of the day, I think Ezzo had you on the tire strategy by about 3 or 2 feet, man. What a fucking race. Credit to both you guys, man. You guys are fucking assets to our community, the way you race and that show you put on. Sawa, you want to talk about that one, man? Well, for what it's worth, for the bigger scope of things, you did gain on every single one of your championship rivals. I noticed, so you want to talk about that and how much that could mean coming down the stretch? Because anytime you could gain on all three of Greg, Chenzo, and B Tom, I think you take it no matter how many points it's worth, right? Well, you're P4 coming in, so I can't say you're out of contention, but definitely helps your chances, man. And um, with the nature of this grid, you want to talk about the competition on this grid, bro, and what you have to accomplish just in terms of getting to the point where you're competing to win a title. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's in a lot of ways, bro. It's like a lightning cup kind of grid. It really is, man. Very okay, well, look, we're going to move on to the race winner here, Ezzo. Sawa, though, you have any questions for Ezzo here, just to start it off, man? Any comment for him? You hear that, Ezzo? Yeah. You want to answer his question? Vitom just caught a stray. Beautiful. And I notice you're not necessarily in the title fight. What do you attribute that to this season? Have you missed races, had bad luck? Because everyone knows, obviously, this is the kind of thing you could do every single race. Yeah, I'll do it. Absolutely. Okay, look, the producer is actually pointing at his wrist at me, so we do have to wrap it up. But I do want to, before we head out, I do want to give the floor to Greg Jennings. Final comments, thoughts. It is his league, man. And it's been a pleasure being here. Thank you to all the drivers. Lots of fun. And Greg, if you're here, man, we'll send it to you.
Oh, sure. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's really just about enjoying the races together. We're all trying to gun for that top position, whatever it may be, but as long as we can come together every Thursday and know, there's a good race that all of us could take part in, that's really what it's all about. And we're just here to enjoy the moment, get a little better, share some information, and just keep it rolling. So yeah, I'm very happy with how it's going. I think it's maybe a little bit too busy sometimes, but that's a damn good thing to have as a problem. So we'll see if we can sort that out and maybe get things a bit more stable. But I'm very, very happy, and the best part about it is the other people that are here. Guys like Mac T, Sawa, Ezo, B Tom, they bring a certain pedigree, as you mentioned earlier, with their racing standards and their skill that it just elevates everyone else around them, and
Iron
I'm leaving a
sharpens
lot of
iron.
people out when I say that.
Iron sharpens
Absolutely.
iron.
So I'm just happy to just see it all come together, and I'm looking forward to next Thursday already. It's going to be Mexico. It's going to be no hards. It's going to be very punishing. Tires are going to be on fire. But that's what we're here to figure out who can manage that. We'll find out.
All right, boys, you heard that. Shout out to everyone. Congrats to Ezo, Sawa, Mac T, B Tom, Chenzo, Greg, Kevwood. Thank you for joining us. I took your dogs, man. We love the hell out of you, bro. I know your tail's
I'm here,
wagging.
bro. I'm in a 5 lap lobby. Join me. Well done, everyone.
Oh, that sounds
Congratulations to the winner.
appealing. That sounds really tempting, let me tell you.
Boss it is. I'm shit, me. Come and beat me.
We love you all. We're all just one big happy family, man. Except Greg, you're a bitch. No, I'm kidding. We love you guys all, man.
Yo, Greg.
Great
Well,
race,
it's nice
guys.
to hear Greg's voice. He's a legend, bro.